Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination.
Hey guys, Chef Bart here, and I am the dude with the food. And today we're going to make some pumpkin pie. And if you saw one of my other videos where I took the actual sugar pumpkin and roasted it and then pureed it, this is what I have left. I already made some of these, but each one of these cubes represents a pie, and it's portioned off to a cup and a third, which is my recipe that I like to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these cubes out, and I'm going to put it in a bag, and I'm going to defrost it in the sink in some hot water, and then I'll be back. Okay, just to show you, I cut off the top of the bag, and I took one of them out. So here it is. And then I re-vacuum seal this bag. If you don't have a vacuum food saver, you should get one. So now I'm going to put this back in the freezer, and I'm going to defrost this in some hot water in the sink. Be back in a little bit. So now this is the puree that's been defrosting in the sink, and the easiest way I find to get it out of the bag is just to cut the corner and just push it out like it's a pastry bag. If I can get it wrapped up. There we go. Now I need to tell you that this puree is a little more wet than you would find the stuff in the Libby's can, the pumpkin puree, which I don't even think is pumpkin. They say that it's butternut squash. So that's why I like to make this with the actual pumpkin puree. It really tastes different. So what we got here is 3/4 of a cup of sweetened condensed milk, 6 tablespoons or 3/8 of a cup of water. I got an egg, and then we got 3/4 of a teaspoon of the Saigon cinnamon that I like to use. We got 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, ground nutmeg, ground ginger, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cloves. Now, you can double this recipe if you want. And the only thing that I would suggest is, I'm halving my recipe because I only want to make one pie, but I'm going to use a whole egg instead of trying to split an egg in half. It should be fine. So what we're going to do is, we're going to mix the sweetened condensed milk into here. These cups are great. It really gets every last bit of it. And when you're cooking with this small of an amount of ingredients, it's really important to be precise. So we'll mix all this in. Okay. I'm just going to mix this up now until it's combined. Okay, and you can see it is kind of watery. Now I got the oven preheated to 350, which I did before. So the reason why I say to double the recipe is because these stupid pie shells, they only come 2 at a pack. But honestly, I'd rather use these instead of making my own, only because they got a nice high ridge in them, and you can fill it up pretty good. I'll just put this back in the freezer. So we're going to take the pie shell and we're going to put it on a cookie sheet like this. And now we're going to put all the ingredients in. And this is actually a deep dish pie shell, which you can find. I like to use this because it's really a little bit too much for the regular pie shell, the thin one, you know, the small thickness. So now we're going to set this in the 350 oven, and we're going to go for 65 minutes. And it's going to look way loose when it's done, but when it cools off, it'll be nice and hard. And trust me, it will be the best you'll ever taste. It'll have that moistness inside, and it'll be set. So I'm going to put this in the oven now, and I'll be back when it's done. By the way, my oven's set with the rack on the upper third of the oven, so this is kind of up high a little bit. Look at that, huh? 65 minutes. You can see how puffy it is on the top, and you can see it's a little loose when you shake it, but it's kind of a cohesive, like a jello thing. So now we're going to let it cool for a good hour and a half. So you can see when you shake it, you can see it's a little loose on top. So we're going to let this cool, and I'll show you what it looks like when we serve it with some Cool Whip. Okay, here's what it looks like cooled. You can see it's nice and hard now. It doesn't shake anymore. I don't know how busy it's going to get with dinner. People usually just dive into stuff, so there's not really any time to film it. But if I do get time, I'll show you. Otherwise, there it is, pumpkin pie. Now you can serve this with a little ice cream, or you can serve it with some Cool Whip, whatever you want to do. But remember one thing, it will be the best you'll ever taste. Till next time. I can't finish a video that way. I hate when people make videos and they don't taste the food before they shut the camera off. So I'm going to taste the pie, and I'll let you know when I do it. Alright, as promised, I would taste this thing on camera. I got a bunch of people hungry for dessert, but let's take one of these. The first piece is always hard to get out, but oh yeah, see, that came out pretty good. Let me get the other parts. So it's pretty hard. Take a dollop of this. Take some milk. Normally I have ice in the cup. It's the way I roll. Right, guys? Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, babe. That is perfect. Try another one. Make you guys wait a minute. Oh. Alright, so there's my pumpkin pie. And remember, it'll be the best you'll ever taste. See you next time.